You do everything right. Bath time, story time, dimmed lights, soft music. And yet, every single night, your toddler is still fighting sleep for an hour, still calling you back, still waking up at 2 a.m. What if I told you that some of the things you are doing to help your toddler sleep are actually the exact reason they can't? Tonight, I'm breaking down 7 bedtime mistakes that most parents make without even realizing it. And number 4, I guarantee you are doing it right now. Let's get into it. Mistake 1. Inconsistent bedtime. Your toddler's brain runs on something called a circadian rhythm. Think of it as an internal biological clock. It tells the body when to feel sleepy and when to feel awake. And here is the problem. When bedtime shifts even 30 to 45 minutes from night to night, weekdays versus weekends, busy days versus slow days, that internal clock gets confused. The brain stops producing melatonin at the right time. And instead of a sleepy toddler at 7:30 p.m., you get a wired, overtired, impossible-to-settle toddler at 9 p.m. The fix is simple, but non-negotiable. Pick a bedtime, same time every single night, within a 15-minute window, even on weekends. Within 1 week, you will feel the difference. Mistake 2. Too much stimulation before bed. Roughhousing, exciting TV shows, loud music, bright overhead lights at 7 p.m. All of this is sending one message to your toddler's nervous system. Stay awake. Something exciting is happening. The brain needs at least 45 to 60 minutes to wind down from high stimulation before it can shift into sleep mode. When we skip that wind down window, we are essentially asking the brain to go from 100 to 0 in seconds. It cannot do that. Start dimming lights 45 minutes before bed. Lower voices. Switch to calm, quiet activities. Let the nervous system get the signal. The day is ending. Mistake 3. Using screens as a bedtime wind down. This one is painful because screens work in the short term. Your toddler gets quiet. They stop running. They seem calm. But here's what is actually happening inside their brain. The blue light emitted from tablets and phones directly suppresses melatonin production, the hormone that signals sleep. Research from the American Academy of Pediatrics shows that even 30 minutes of screen exposure before bed can delay melatonin onset by up to 90 minutes. So while your toddler looks calm on the outside, their brain is being told it is the middle of the afternoon. Cut screens at least 1 hour before bedtime. Replace with books, puzzles, or quiet imaginative play. Mistake 4. Staying until they fall asleep. Here it is, mistake number 4. And yes, almost every parent does this. You lie down with them. You rub their back. You stay until their eyes finally close. And then you quietly sneak out. It feels loving. It feels necessary. But here is the neuroscience behind why it is backfiring. When your toddler falls asleep with you present, your presence becomes part of their sleep association. So at 2 a.m., when they naturally cycle into a lighter sleep stage, and you are gone, their brain registers a mismatch. Something is wrong. I fell asleep one way and woke up another way. And they cry and call for you every single night. The solution is not to be cold or distant. It is to gradually help your toddler learn to fall asleep independently, so that when they wake at 2 a.m., they have the skill to resettle themselves. Start by staying until they are drowsy, but not fully asleep. Then slowly, night by night, move toward the door. This one change alone can eliminate most night wakings within 2 weeks. Mistake 5. Skipping the daytime nap or getting the timing wrong. Most parents think, if I skip the nap, my toddler will be more tired at bedtime. This is one of the most common and damaging sleep myths. An overtired toddler is not easier to put to sleep. An overtired toddler produces excess cortisol, the stress hormone, which actually makes the brain more alert and harder to settle. The result? Bedtime becomes a nightmare. Night wakings increase, early morning waking gets worse. Protect that daytime nap. And make sure it ends at least 4 hours before bedtime, so it does not push bedtime too late. Mistake 6. Rushing through the bedtime routine. On busy nights, the routine gets cut short. Skip the bath. Quick story. Lights out. Done. But here is what that does to your toddler's brain. The bedtime routine is not just about hygiene or habit. It is a neurological sequence of cues that tells the brain sleep is coming. Bath, cue. Pajamas, cue. Story, cue. Song, cue. Each step lowers cortisol slightly. Each step moves the nervous system closer to rest. When you rush or skip steps, the brain does not get enough cues. It stays partially activated. Your routine does not need to be long. 20 minutes is enough. But it needs to be consistent, calm, and complete every night. Mistake 7. Responding immediately to every nighttime sound. Your toddler stirs, makes a sound. You are in there within 30 seconds. This comes from love, from instinct, from not wanting them to suffer. But toddlers, like all humans, cycle through light and deep sleep stages all night. During light sleep, they naturally make sounds, shift, even briefly open their eyes. Most of the time, if given 2 to 3 minutes, they resettle completely on their own. When we rush in at the first sound, we interrupt that natural resettle window. And over time, the toddler learns, if I make noise, someone comes. Give it 2 to 3 minutes before responding. You will be amazed how often the sounds stop on their own. So let's bring it all together. 7 mistakes. Every single one rooted in love and good intention. But now you know what is actually happening inside your toddler's brain, and you have the tools to fix it. You do not need to overhaul everything tonight. Pick one mistake from this list, just one, and change it starting tonight. Then come back and tell me in the comments, which mistake were you making, and which one surprised you the most? Because I want to know. And if this video helped you, save it right now. You will want to come back to it on a rough night. Share it with one tired parent who needs this tonight, because trust me, they need it. I will see you in the next one.